If a person can lie about sleeping with you, could they lie about evidence that could send you to jail for a long time? Joe Budden had a conversation on his platform recently, yesterday actually, and I want to have this conversation with my crowd as well. So shout out to y'all. Welcome to Rich House Reviews. We talk about things for the culture. We react. We give real reactions. We keep it 100. Thank you for being here. Let me know why you're a Joe Budden fan. And without further ado, let's get right into this video and figure out what's going on with this situation.
Doc, anybody seen it? Y'all got Prime?
I have Prime.
I do
used
have
to watch
Prime.
football.
I turned on football and I saw Meg there and I said, well, I'm going to watch football though.
Yeah, I turned to watch football.
And I haven't gone
crying.
back.
She started crying. I didn't really want to see that. You know what I mean?
Respectfully.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about the doc.
Has anybody seen any clips from it?
Seen clips.
Has anybody heard anything about it?
Yes.
Like, what say you guys about the matter? I'm biased, so I can't lead and kick her back in. So I have to lean on y'all to do something right here.
Well, you can't
before
anyway.
I kick her back in.
You can't because you part of the doc. So you gotta.
Oh, wait, Joe's in the doc?
Yeah, Joe's
Yeah, they put me in the dock.
doc.
They obeyed them fucking fair usage laws. It was a quick couple of seconds at every turn. You know.
Take it away, Mel. Sorry.
No worries. The clips that I saw that I think everybody else has seen is where she reveals that she did in fact have sex with Tory Lanez, and that when she was doing her interview with Gayle King, that she lied during that interview. That I know, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was.
I didn't think people lied to get.
Yo, you playing with people's freedom here, though, man. That's the reality of this right here. Now, if you ain't ready for this deep-ass combo, you might as well get up out of here. You playing with people's freedom right now. You playing with people's freedom, right? Freedom in the comments, if that's not the most important thing you got, is your freedom and time.
Every once in a while, I think that happens. Yeah.
Oh, this is the Gayle clip.
Bitch, first of all, I didn't know that bitch. Yes, bitch, I lied to Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
What? Maybe 3 times the lady did.
That's the clip.
Talk about.
What say you guys about that clip that I just played? So you can't keep saying, yeah, I heard it, or maybe watched something, yeah, I heard a little bit, I seen it. Now that I've played it for you guys, let me play it again.
Linen line.
Let me play it again for y'all.
Bullshit. I lied to
Yo.
Gayle King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was,
Yo,
I fucked
this
nigga
is
like
crazy,
once,
bro.
maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me.
3 times a lady. All right, what do you got?
Kind of disturbing a little bit. She talked about it being drunk nights, and then she also went on to say something about her being out of her mind or something to that effect, almost justifying she only had sex with him like in a inebriated state. You get what I'm saying? Like it almost was like, yo, I was out of my mind when I fucked him. Not I liked him and I thought he was attractive and appealing, so I had sex with him. I did it under these pretenses.
It's framed.
So it kind of is.
It's framed like I was
it's an
taken
ugly
advantage
thing.
of once or twice or 3 times.
Or even if he didn't take advantage of him, I only fucked him because I was drunk. You know what I'm saying?
That's taking advantage. That is taking advantage of.
That's
So
insane.
drunk can't consent.
There's no about it.
There's
Y'all
nothing-
have taught me
yes,
that.
we've learned that.
There's no about it.
Yeah.
If you are targeting women that are drunk for your sexual your sexual acts, then yes, that is taking advantage of a woman. Society has taught me that.
Yep.
But not necessarily targeting.
Target
I mean,
is a mean word. But
yeah, because I mean, he could have been
taking advantage of.
He could have been
Is that taking advantage of, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments. Is that taking advantage of or not?
drunk at the same time. So it's 2 drunk people having fucking sex, and everybody in this room has had drunk sex.
Everybody has.
Yeah, but that ain't
Shit.
Wait, am I tripping?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know what's going on.
We've said that before, and it don't matter.
What I'm saying is, I don't necessarily think that that's what she's alluding to when she's saying this. Like that's just
Okay,
I think
I
that
get
that's
that.
putting
I
a
didn't
lot of
get that.
sauce on that.
I didn't get that from it either.
Yeah.
I got that a little bit because she said it was more than once. Like it was once or twice or whatever, and every time I was drunk
And I was out of my mind, and that's
so
the problem.
so now that makes it seem like if I was in my right mind, I would have never fucked with this person. Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with dealing with somebody out of your right mind. You an adult, drink responsibly. You got the right to be drunk, meet people, but lying.
That can be inferred almost. So I ain't really like that part. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
thought that was inferred
was a
in the framing
justification.
of it. Because that sounds very different from my best friend was fucking this dude and she was really into him, so much so that I wanted to see what was good with him. And when she had the boogie, I started fucking him and then got her fired from ever working with me. That sounds very different.
Or or I fucked him so much and I had feelings for him that she and I got into a beef when the cat came out the bag.
That's the only part that I don't like about.
It's dangerous.
Well, it's not the only part, but that's one of the parts I don't like. I keep saying those two appeared to like each other. They wasn't a secret, and then this news came out. They was out.
They were on Instagram.
They were publicly
Yeah.
frolicking with one another. I had spoken to him at the time. He was head over heels into her. I can't speak for her because I did not speak to her.
But it looked like
But
it.
they appeared to like each other, one. Two, if this was just some drunk sex here and there, then when he stayed at that Kylie party and you left,
don't get emotional.
you don't come back to get him and place him in that vehicle and then have the fight. If there's no emotions here, you don't have the fight of Kylie wanting to
he don't
fuck
be in
him
jail. He's
and
home.
finding out that your friend fucked. There's no emotions here. Yo, dog, you just a drunk night. Move. Beat it. Beat it.
Oh, I agree with that. Because supposedly, allegedly, in the story, she made the driver turn around, right? Talking about I left my slippers there.
Yeah.
Let me go back and get my slippers. And when he was in the pool with his boxers on with Shorty, why I gotta leave? If I was a piece of drunk dick, get your slippers, because I know that's not what you came back for, but get your slippers and leave.
Yeah, like niggas know how that go.
Yeah,
and if you omit that fact that they was fucking on such a national platform like with Gayle King, well then we hear it and say, oh, Tory's just a cockamamie lunatic. Corey's just Corey. Well, he's a cockamamie lunatic.
He's really
Corey's foul, but Tory would just be a cockamamie lunatic who couldn't take being insulted or being with a woman that was more successful than him, quote unquote, and just started shooting at her. And if that's the story you're sticking with, cool, but niggas with brains, that don't really. Let me speak.
Hey, yo, y'all forgetting about Quarantine Radio, man. We got to get that boy his props. Quarantine Radio, he had Quarantine Radio on Smash. So he was really relevant at that time when this whole went down, when this all went down. So I don't know why we acting like it. Megan had a career, but so did Tory. You know what I mean? And I think that we have to stop drumming this weird-ass line like it matters. Yo, if you an adult, you consent, so did the person. Y'all both consented to have a good time, and that's that. It don't make it no difference because you're a woman or female unless somebody's trying to take advantage. You dig what I'm saying? Other than that, it's not all those crazy things that people just making it seem.
Because there's plenty of people with brains that think otherwise. That don't.
It's painted different. It's a different brush. It's a different brush.
It's a very different brush. You know what you're doing by lying to, like all of the girls say, oh, she be able to lie on her pussy if she wants to. Yeah, but not in this case. Not in a case where you're going to court and alleging certain things and accusing certain things. Now is not the time to lie.
Yeah. It's I haven't seen the documentary, you know, so I reserve the right to have like another opinion about everything else that she says, but this clip does nothing for her. Like it makes her sound really bad because the story keeps on changing. And so with the mindset of, well, if you lied about this, then what else did you lie about? Then this really fucks with your credibility. It just does. Like,
see, I just became a fan of Melyssa 4 right there. You know why? Because that's exactly what I said in the beginning of this video. We got to think about why would you lie? If something happened and this man did what he did, why lie? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to lie about. He did it. He ain't do it. But if he did it, then that's a whole nother situation.
Just a normal person thinking, well, if you're capable of lying about this and lying on national TV, then what else
about
is
something
there
that's as light as
that was light.
having sex.
And implying that you get out of your mind drunk and you're making decisions that you wouldn't normally make. Yeah, some of that shit.
I will also say, you know, when it comes to the interview, a lot of people were shocked by the fact that that question even came up because, I mean, she's there and she's Roc Nation. Am I correct in saying this? She's Roc Nation's artist. Before you do an interview of this magnitude, considering everything that was going on, there's going to be some questions that are off the table. And so it was always interesting to me, like, how that question even got snuck in.
Why?
Because it's relevant.
It's very relevant. And why would that be
It's
a question
one of the
that we
most
sneak in?
relevant
This man is fighting for his
questions
freedom
in a
and his life.
Because
I can tell you why.
Because this was not
made
the court
everybody
of law.
question.
This was an interview with Gayle King, and her label was meant to protect her publicity and make her position her to be seen in the best light.
Yo, that made Tory look real bad, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. If you agree, right, real bad. That made Tory look real bad, bro. It made him look real bad. That interview that she did made him look real bad. He didn't get to do that kind of an interview to redeem himself. All he had to go with was what her interview was and what the court said, and that's not right.
So
it's not journalism and it's not an objective interview.
Listen.
I'm asking a
Y'all sound
question.
ridiculous.
I'm asking a question. Is it real journalism? Because in a real journalistic interview,
It happens every day. It happens every day that a big name artist comes in and sits down for an artist in front of a real journalist, and the people in power say, you stay away from this, you stay away from this, you stay away from this, you stay away from this.
Dog, we had people come sit here.
And
Yeah,
they
sit
instructed
there
us
and
not
say,
to tell certain
yo,
things or ask certain
Yo,
things.
you do not ask about this, or this.
Y'all tell them one side of the coin. All of that is a given. We know that people have publicists and certain questions are typically off limits. The other side of that is then you get the journalist who's a journalist. Then you get Charlemagne who's going to ask Tyler, no matter what her team says, hey, what's up with this?
Exactly.
Gayle King, I would assume, I've never met her, falls into that boat of,
Yeah, she been doing this for
this is
long
a
enough.
question that's important for what we're talking about. I'm going to ask it.
Tell him, Joey.
It shouldn't have been so, dog, you saw her R. Kelly interview. Like, it shouldn't have been so out of the realm of possibility that this question would come up as it pertains
Even if
to the
y'all
case.
told her not to.
Yeah, even if you told her not to. And I don't think that Gayle is accepting in that instance from Meg and Roc Nation questions that I'm not asking. I'm Gayle King. You need this story.
Yeah.
I don't need this story.
that is true.
I'm me.
I'm doing y'all a favor.
Yes, I don't even
I'm
normally
helping y'all
take these
case.
little
Yeah.
hip, the hop, the hibbity, the hibbity hop cases.
That's true. I agree with that.
So can I ask a question just because I don't know, I don't remember, but when she gave testimony in court, did she admit that they had slept together in court? Because I can't remember that part.
I don't know if it ever came up. But
It did
I
come
think
up in court.
It did.
It did come
I
up in
think
court.
And so
And I
what
want to
was-
say that she answered it honestly.
She answered
because she couldn't
It
perjure
did
herself.
It did come up.
Okay.
It did come up because we said something about it.
My confusion is like I don't understand why she's talking about it in the doc now and why she's talking about it so cavalierly. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that
don't
bitch
think
and
it was.
It was one of the
It
big
wasn't
parts of
cavalierly.
and it was one of the bigger.
Again, I didn't
it
say it,
wasn't
so I don't know what
She's
it's.
crying. She got emotional. She was
Okay.
the victim. She did a lot of victim. Woe is me.
Okay.
Damn, this is what happened. I'm going to play the clip where she goes in the montage of her going in on the bloggers and the Potters and all of that shit.
Okay,
But it wasn't a cavalier thing.
Okay, then I
for her, it was a very heavy moment of expressing herself throughout.
From that clip, because like I had said, I have not seen the entire documentary.
Well, look,
From that
look,
clip,
she's
it
crying.
didn't.
She's crying.
I lied to Gayle
She's
King.
crying here. Her
First
hair's a
I know
mess.
that
She's
bitch
being
was gonna
vulnerable and
ask me about that
transparent.
shit. Bitch, always wanna talk about this shooting. Why
It's
you
not
ask me
just
about
I'm saying this in passing. It's not.
That's crazy.
She did admit in court that she lied in the interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Okay.
I remember.
So then I guess
Like
that's
that was a big thing at the time. So much so that I was shocked that this was such a big news story. I was shocked that this took up the news feed for the day until Thug got free. We know she lied.
because she admitted.
We
to it
kind of
in
know
court.
why she lied.
Yeah.
Like, why is it a thing now that she's saying she lied? And I don't like her calling Gayle King a bitch like this, but I guess. Also, the thing about being drunk, you was drunk that night, on the night
That's what I'm saying. That's
in
That's
question.
what I said a minute ago, yeah.
Here's the clip of...
Guys, there's 2 minutes left in this interview right here. Guys, first off, thank you for getting to this part. At the end of the video, I'm going to give my whole perspective on what I feel about this. So shout out to y'all for getting to this part. Make sure y'all stick around to the end.
It's a lengthy clip, but I'll play most of it. No, I won't.
Like this
No, I
motherfucker.
won't.
Videos Bro, look at the horse leg.
Oh, yeah, no, that was.
Y'all make some motherfucking noise for Tory Lanez.
You thought that you could pass me up in a bag?
No, I'll rewind it. That's
I got
important.
a restraining order. Make some motherfucking noise, Miami. Going to Rolling Loud. He came on right after me.
I'll get somebody out here $1 million if they can guess who in here. Y'all make some motherfucking noise for Tory Lanez.
You thought that you could pass me up in a bag?
He shouldn't have did that.
You was just trying to show
That
me
was foul.
we could do whatever we want to do. And then he was chopping up horse legs in his music videos.
Look at the horse leg. That's a horse leg, bro. I think it's making snakes.
They said like the HG
That's not nice to laugh
special.
at.
What is that? The hot girl special? Is it hot girl summer? That's really fucking sick. He was constantly threatening me, and everybody was laughing, and everybody was supporting him.
Nah, that's crazy.
Just publicly speaking about how good Tory Lanez music is.
He a solid dude. I fuck with Tory.
New Joe Budden.
Free Tory in the fucking chat, bro.
Free Tory Lanez 2-1 time.
Why did all the men in the industry decided they needed to jump in?
Yo, you heard the baby smash Megan Thee Stallion multiple times?
He said he did, even the day before the bitch got shot.
Was there a reason that you felt like you should, indicate y'all had a relationship or some sort? Or sorry, clearly say.
It is what it is.
50 Cent trolled the hell out of Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't like that girl.
Megan's a demon, bro.
I'll cut it off there. That was my little part in the clip. He's saying I don't like that girl.
First off, man, shout out to Joe Buttons, man. Came a long way from Moon Music to now, man. If you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, the main thing we have to think about is freedom and time. You don't get this stuff back. And when you're playing with people's time and freedom, I think there should be some type of law where if you accuse people of things and you're lying, there should be a penalty. It'll change the outlook on things, Right now, this man's been locked up for the time that he's been painted a menace, and he got the jail time set. And if there's anything that could alter that jail time, I think that should come up, and I think that should be said. And that's just really what it is. What's your guys' view? Like, what's your side with this? That's really important. On this channel, we want to make sure that you guys express what you feel. A lot of people don't make it to the end of my video, so I appreciate you guys. We're at 57,000 right now, trying to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. Hit the top bell. I'll see you on the next one.